Hey, RockMyMonkey TV. We are sitting here with Rob, Exodus, and backstage at the Slayer Zombie Exodus show. Final day of the tour. How has the tour been?
Fucking fun, dude. Really good time.
Okay. Now from here, you guys hightail it back home real quick, and then fly to is it Poland?
Yeah, I think we're going. I don't actually go home. I live in New York, so we go get on a plane to San Francisco and fly to Poland to play with Priest. So then we do we're doing like 5 festivals, 6 festivals, or something like that. And then I go home.
Now, I noticed that your most recent album has been out for about what, a year and a half?
I guess. You know probably better than I do. I don't remember.
All right. So now when you guys go home, you know, it's going to be kind of going into the fall, winter. Are you guys going to be working on a new album?
No. We're actually going on another tour in the winter, Thrash Fest, and then do a couple things in between there, and then we won't start a record until early next year, like next spring.
Okay. Now you won't start recording it or writing it until spring.
Right. We haven't even started yet.
Okay. Now, so you don't know songs even in the beginning yet? No riffs being traded back and forth at all?
I don't even talk to those guys, much less. Honestly, no.
Okay. Now, I also hear that you got another band that you've started going. What's the story with that?
It's with these fucking douchebags in New York that I grew up with. Hold on a second. Let's see who's bothering me. Nobody important. It's Cam Pipes from 3 Inches of Blood. Hold on a second. What are you doing, dude? Hello? Yeah, hey Cam. How are you? I'm doing a video interview right now, so you're on it. This is Cam Pipes from 3 Inches of Blood. So.
Not a bad phone combo.
Why? Are you coming tonight? You want any passes? That sounds good. All right. Cool. Bye. Sorry about that.
Actually, I find stuff like that is actually. All right, cool.
It's an added bonus.
Now, you never said what's the band name?
Generation Kill, and it's me and Rob Machete, formerly of MOD and Propane. My friend James D. Maria right there. He's our drummer on tech on Exodus. He's also a drummer in the band. That's a drummer. And my other friends, Lou Lehman and Jay Trenzer, they're guitarists. It's guys I've grown up with. I've known them since like high school, and finally, after like 20-something years, we just started playing together. We've always been in other bands, so now we all had an opportunity to go ahead and write an album together, and it worked out. And it comes out September 13th in Europe, the 27th in the States. It's called Red, White, and Blood, and it's good. It's a mixture of like metal, punk, hardcore. It's got a little bit of everything on it. It's pretty cool.
Now, is this going to be released through Nuclear Blast as well, or you got another?
No, it's on Seasons of the Mist.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. Now, what's the ETA on that?
The what?
Estimated time of arrival.
I just told you, September 13th.
Oh, September. All right. Not enough caffeine today, I guess. So, all right.
You can edit that out.
Who's tired now? Now you have.
Pay attention to your own interview, will you?
Now you have a persona when you're on stage with Exodus and you're doing Exodus stuff that a lot of the old school Exodus fans don't necessarily gel with. And I read some interesting history on you that I think. Hope you don't get offended, but I think it kind of is maybe a reaction to, you said something about your parents being, how can I say it, the exact opposite of what your persona is on stage. Do you think that this is a reaction to your upbringing?
What do you mean?
I
don't understand the question. So old school fans don't like who I am on stage.
Some of them really do. Some of them really do. Some of them don't. But you have kind of a, how can I say it, kind of a big tough guy kind of a persona. You were saying something about your parents being hippies?
They were kind of hippies. Yeah, they were like Pink Floyd fans.
Okay.
I grew up, in the 60s rock music. And, I was born in 1968, so my parents were hippies. Not hippies, but my dad liked rock music. He liked Chicago and the Doobie Brothers, and he liked Hendrix and Floyd. All the Doors. I stole all those records, so I grew up on that when I was younger. And then the first music I ever really liked was like like early Clash and punk rock and you know. So honestly, the way it is on stage, man, it's really, you know, it's just the music makes me that way. I'm not trying to do anything other than just what it is. It's not like a planned, okay, this is who I'm going to be on stage. I mean, it is kind of entertainment, but the music is so violent and aggressive. Like, how else would you want me to be? Like, what else you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, everybody, you know, everybody's opinion is, they always have like, oh, you know, they can never put themselves in that person's shoes. They're like, their opinion is what only matters to them. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I always equate it to food. Like, there's certain foods I just fucking can't stand. I'm sure the foods that you hate. It doesn't mean that, oh, now everybody who does like that is a fucking douchebag. You know what I mean? You know, so, you know, I'm not going to please everybody, and I don't try to. I'm just going to be myself to the end of time, and that's all that it is. It's not a made up persona. It's not a made up thing. When I get up there and I sing Bound by Blood or Strike of the Beast, man, it just is what it is. It's the song itself. It's not, you know. And if people think I'm being a tough guy and whatever, you know what? Whatever. Like, really?
I gotta say that now I gotta say I will admit that I am one of the older school fans that prefer kind of that older style. But the one thing I gotta say about your persona,
what older style? What are you talking about?
Your two predecessors. But I gotta say that the one thing about you is, and this is something that maybe a lot of people disagree with me on, is that it never does come across fake. It always does come across as this is you, this is real, and you're not putting on a persona like a lot of the bands we could name. So, you know, I mean, I think that is all you can do is just be honest and be yourself.
I never got the opportunity to see Bailoff perform, and I've seen video and stuff, and okay, and I saw, you know, I've seen Zed a couple times, and it's like, okay, I mean, you know, do you want a copycat? Do you, like, what's the fucking deal? Like, you know, I understand old school people, like, it's like this, for me. Those people are stuck in time because, you know what, that was then, and that time then, that moment was awesome, and you can never take that back. But we're not there. We're at a new place. So I'm just doing what I do, and you know, for the old school fans that don't like it, you know, I don't really know what to tell you. It's like, sorry that I'm not Bailoff, but he died. You know what I mean? And Zet quit on you. So I'm here keeping Exodus going because that's what they asked me to do. And if it's not to your liking, then I don't know what to tell you.
I think that's probably the best answer you could give. I think it's, again, just like when you're on stage, it's an honest answer. It's honestly being you. And I got to say, lots of respect for standing your ground, and being who you are and not compromising to what anybody else says. I don't think Exodus, the rebirth of Exodus, would have been as successful if they didn't get a guy who was unabashedly just themselves and true to form to what they wanted to do. Because you kind of did reinvent the band. You did give it this new sound, and you gave it a nice shiny new polish. So for that, I think you do deserve a lot of credit. If you had to name, you said a lot of your influences are hardcore. So if you had to name just 3 of your top influences, who would those be?
As singers?
Absolutely.
Freddie Mercury, James Hetfield, and Mike Patton.
Very interesting. Interesting. But yet you don't sound anything like them.
Dude, if I could sing like Freddie Mercury, I wouldn't be singing for Exodus, motherfucker. I'd be singing where there's chicks in the fucking audience, not a bunch of dudes with long hair. Really?
Excellent answer. All right, cool. Well, do you have any parting words for the viewers of RockMyMonkey TV or the fans of Exodus or Generation Kill?
You know, it's like, you know, just keep buying records, please, and come to the show. If you're not gonna buy the record, come to the show and buy some T-shirts and shit, because we're broke. You know, we need some money. That's how we live. That's how we make our living. You know, and help us out, because that's the only way we can continue to do this. You know what I mean? It's coming to shows and buying our shit, because nobody's buying records anymore. You know, so, you know, and if it's you know, it is what it is, man. It's metal.
Cool.
Yeah.
In closing, how soon till the United States can get another dose of Exodus?
2012 sometime. Probably not.
I mean, on tour. You guys aren't going to come back on tour in the fall?
Not till the spring, probably, or even summer. I think we're at the end of this tour cycle, so we're going to do some tours, and then we're going to work on a record, and then we'll come back. So, you know, And that's about it.
Sweet. All right. Well, thank you very much for doing the interview. Thank you for always being yourself and being true and not being afraid to piss people off, because that's always nice.
I'm not out here trying to piss people off. You know what I mean? I'm just, you know what I mean? It's. I want people to we want to play what people want to hear. You know what I mean? But you can't. I mean, it's like some people just want us to remake Bonded by Blood over and over and over and over and over again, and it's just not. That's not the way music goes. It progresses, dude. And people get better musicians and they're better players, and then you know, I don't want to eat fucking eggs 3 times a day, every day.
Excellent. Cool. Now, coming up after this episode,
I can eat pussy 3 times a day every day. That's.
But maybe not the same shit.
That'd get old. That would get old too, I guess.
Look at David Lee Roth. All right, Rock My Monkey viewers, this is my last job hosting, because I'm actually getting a certain signed band that is going to be taking over hosting duties for me. I'm going to go behind the camera. I'd like to thank Jeffrey Donovan from
JetCitySound.com.
JetCitySound.com for helping out being the cameraman this time. And remember, if you don't share it on Facebook, if you don't plus it on Google, and if you don't just space off on MySpace, then you aren't really helping the site.
MySpace is like the beeper of the internet, dude. You know what I mean? It really is.
It's the ghetto.
It's the beeper of the internet.
The beeper.
You don't even know what the beeper was.
It took me a couple seconds. Can I steal that?
Sure.
All right. When you hear me steal it, I stole it. Thanks for watching.
All right, cool, man.